time to before we knew anything, holding us together. It's holding us together. I'm tied to you forever, holding us together. My home is not a house, it's the place where you are found. I'm choosing you instead of everything I left behind. You were mine before the start of time. You were mine before opened eyes. You are mine. I am yours, all over my life. There's a fire burning in my heart, burning from the start of the night I first met you. Tell me you remember. Tell me you remember. I am yours forever. to get to know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Collick Hall here in Nottingham. My name is Jeremy Boot. It's my pleasure to be conducting your marriage ceremony this afternoon. And we gathered here today to celebrate the marriage of Richard and Emilie. And on their behalf, I'd like to welcome you all here. I'm sure they're more than delighted that you can be here for their special day. Getting married is a confirmation of the love, respect and true friendship that Richard and Emilie have for each other. They'll be exchanging vows which will unite them as husband and wife with words that are a pledge of their love and a promise of their lifelong dedication to each other. If any person here knows of any lawful impediment why they may not be joined in matrimony here today, it should now please be declared. So, Richard and Emilie, before you are joined in matrimony, I do have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows that you're about to make. Marriage in this country means the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life and to the exclusion of all others. I'm now going to ask each of you in turn, please, to declare that to the best of your knowledge and belief, there is indeed no lawful reason to prevent you from marrying here today. So, normally I'd ask you to repeat a declaration, but you've thought of a better idea. So I'm going to ask you a simple question to which the answer has to be, I am. Okay. Right, Richard first. Are you Richard Brian Charles Baisley free, lawfully, to marry Emilie Joy Hickling?
I am.
And are you, Emilie Joy Hickling, free, lawfully, to marry Richard Brian Charles Baisley?
I am.
Good. So that's your declaration in law that you're free to marry. So now we come to the part of the ceremony where Richard and Emilie will contract their marriage before you, and it's time, please, for the giving and exchanging of rings, which is an ancient and traditional way of sealing the vows and symbolises marriage. So Albie, you've got a box for us, is that right? Please may we have the box. Wonderful, thank you. That's it, lovely, that's fine. And if you'd like to face each other for this. So, Richard, would you like to put the ring onto Emilie's finger, please? I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
As a sign of my love and affection.
As a sign of my love and affection.
Wear it in recognition.
Wear it in recognition.
Of our shared life together.
Of our shared life together.
May it remind you of this moment.
May it remind you of this moment.
And the commitment.
And the commitment.
I have made to you.
I have made to you.
And I promise.
And I promise.
To give you my love and friendship.
To give you my love and friendship.
Support and comfort you.
Support and comfort you.
Respect and cherish you.
Respect and cherish you.
Throughout our lives together.
Throughout our lives together.
These promises.
These promises.
I make to you.
I make to you.
For the rest of my life.
The rest of my life.
I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
As a sign of my love and affection.
As a sign of my love and affection.
Wear it in recognition.
Wear it in recognition.
Of our shared life together.
Of our shared life together.
May it remind you of this moment.
May it remind you of this moment.
And the commitment.
And the commitment.
I have made to you.
I have made to you.
And I promise.
And I promise.
To give you my love and friendship.
Give you my love and friendship.
Support and comfort you.
Support and comfort you.
Respect and cherish you.
Respect and cherish you.
Throughout our lives together.
Throughout our lives together.
These promises.
These promises.
I make to you.
I make to you.
For the rest of my life.
For the rest of my life.
And by the giving and receiving of rings, Richard and Emilie are symbolically stating that they've chosen each other for life. Now, to confirm the promises you've just made and to seal your marriage vows, please say these words to each other, repeating after me. I, Richard Brian Charles Baisley.
I, Richard Brian Charles Baisley.
Take you.
Take you.
Emilie Joy Hickling.
Emilie Joy Hickling,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
I, Emilie Joy Hickling,
I, Emilie Joy Hickling,
take you,
take you,
Richard Brian Charles Baisley,
Richard Brian Charles Baisley,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
So, Richard and Emily. Richard and Emily, this day will form a milestone in your lives, and you'll look back upon it, we hope, with love and happiness as the start of your new life together. And we hope the feelings you have for each other today will deepen and grow stronger as the years go by. So, each of you, having made these your declarations of marriage, and through them a solemn and binding contract with each other, in my presence, and in the presence of your witnesses, family and friends, here assembled, it's my great pleasure to announce that you're now lawfully joined together as husband and wife.
Well, I wish love was an easy song to write, 'cause I'd have pages worth of words that were not lies. Your name would be the melody that's on my tongue. Oh, if love was a simple song, there are not words have been written or been sung that my ears have heard, or I've cheapened with my tongue, that hold the weight of this thing that we call love. Oh, love's not a simple song, but my songs for you. Though not pretty or poetic, I hope you know it's true. I'm not perfect in my ways, and I let you down most days. But no, it's true, but darling, I love you. And I've got a rhythm and a melody I like, but without you by my side, well, there's no harmony or rhymes. Just a freight train rolling down the tracks of a lonely night. Oh, love, you are worth the fight, 'cause my song's for you. Though not pretty or poetic, I hope you know it's true. I'm not perfect in my ways, and I let you down most days. But no, it's true, but darling, I love you. Yeah, my song, it's for you. And although sometimes it's pathetic, I hope you know it's true. I'm not perfect in my ways, and a mess most of my days. But no, it's true, but darling, I love you. I love you. Yes, I do. showers in the month of May. The ground's still wet and the sky's still gray, but you're still shining. No cadences or chords to play, no melodies or words to say, but you're still singing, and it keeps me breathing. When I fall apart into a million pieces, when I don't know where to start, you put me back together. You put me back together again. When the waters rise and the levee breaks, through your tear-filled eyes and your hands that shake, darling, I'll be steady when you're at the end of your tired rope, when you're feeling trapped and just need to go. Darling, I'll be ready when you fall apart into a million pieces, when you don't know where to start. I'll put you back together. I'll put you back together again. I'll put you back together. I'll put you back together again. When I fall apart into a million pieces, when I don't know where to start, when I forget where my peace is, when you fall apart.
I'm up. Hello, everybody. If you were wanting a fabulous best man speech, you are at the wrong wedding. I'm not very good at public speaking, so forgive me if I cry. Firstly, I'd like to say that, Emily, you look absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
And Richard, you look okay, buddy.
Thank you.
You look okay. Pretend I'm not looking at my phone. I've known Richard for many years, 22 to be exact. He was a simple boy then, and he's a simple man now. But as we all know, sometimes the simple things are the best. Aren't they, Rich?
Very cool. How about sexy?
Richard as a person has grown as a lot since he's met Emily, and certainly not in height. And it's clear to see that Emily's a wonderful woman, so hold on to Emily like you've held on to your hairline. I know it's easy to say for me, but here we are. So, all joking aside, in the spirit of keeping things simple, I'm not going to keep this too long. I hope you and Emily live the rest of your lives happily together. And thank you very much for giving me the honour of being your best man and making me do this speech, which was quite short. But anyway, that's it. So I'd like to raise a toast to Richard, Brian, Charles, Baisley. And Emily. Cheers to the bride and groom.
You got a number.
And now for Richard.
Hello, everyone. I hope you've all had a good day so far and enjoyed that lovely meal we just had. I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but I think there's a few things the bride and groom should say on their big day. So on behalf of my new wife and I, here we go. Firstly, we'd like to thank you all for making the effort to come and celebrate with us today on our big day. It means a lot to have all our family and friends with us here. And I must say, you all scrub up pretty well, even you, Neil. How was the meat? I'm sure many of you will know, events like today don't just happen overnight. We've been planning this wedding for well over a year now. Well, when I say we, I mean Emily, her mum, and 2 sisters did all the hard work. My only job was to get dressed and be here on time, so I guess you could also have played a part in making today happen. But seriously though, I think we can all agree that they've done a fantastic job. Eleanor and Steve, my new mother and father-in-law. Thank you for making me feel so welcome within the family. I hope I can live up to the expectations you have for a husband for Em. Steve, I promise to keep trying to get better at DIY. And Eleanor, I promise to try and eat at least 1 piece of salad every year, and then in 5 years' time, we could have a full plate of salad with meat. On a serious note though, I'd like to thank you both for everything that you've done to make today happen. Without you, it really would not have been possible.
No problem.
I'd also like to thank my mum and dad. Well, I'm sure everyone in this room would like to thank you both for producing such a handsome, funny, and incredible son. I'm sure there have been many times over the years you'd both love to have strangled me, but fortunately for me you didn't, and for that all I can say is thank you. Emily and I would both like to say a big thank you to both of you, and we're so grateful for everything you've done for us. To my best man Chris, it's your time. Thank you for being such a good mate over the years. I've known you for longer than I can even remember, and we've had some cracking times together. I'd also like to say thank you for making sure I had plenty to drink and sang my heart out on my stag do. I've seen the videos and I'm no longer applying for X Factor. We'd also like to say a big thank you to our page boy Albie for doing such a great job with the rings today and looking dapper. And looking dapper in his little suit. Okay, mate? That's later. Now, I'm sure we can all agree the bridesmaids look amazing today. Gracie, thank you for being such a good sister and taking all the stick that I've given you, which is plenty. But also doing for as much as you do for our mum. We'd both be lost without you. To May and Grace, I really do feel like I've gained 2 more sisters within the 2 of you. You both made me feel so welcome and had some real good laughs. Grace, I know you always seem to get the joy of sitting across from me when eating, and it always seems to be something messy. I'm guessing that won't change, so unlucky for you. And May, you always seem to draw the short straw and have to listen to my crude comments and jokes. A certain one does come to mind about a Mr. Paul Anker. I know Em couldn't wish for anything more from her sisters, and I feel privileged to be part of the family, so thank you. So on behalf of both of us, can we all please raise a glass for the beautiful bridesmaids?
The bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids. Page 2. 2 of 2. Now it's time to talk about you, Emily. And sure we can all agree that you look absolutely stunning. I really do feel privileged that you said yes, although I don't blame you. Joking aside, today I'm so happy to marry my best friend. We have had the most amazing journey so far. We've done so much in our time together, and for a year of that we're in a national lockdown, so I really don't think we've done bad. It takes a special person to be stuck in a house with me for 24 hours a day, but somehow we both came out alive. Since COVID, we've been on plenty of holidays, had countless laughs together, and I can't wait to make many more with you. So please could we all raise a glass for Emilie? Right, before I hand over to Steve, whose speech I'm sure is amazing, we've got two final thank yous. Firstly to May. Thank you for making our amazing wedding cake and pudding table. It looks delicious. It's all right. Secondly, to Eleanor. Thank you for hand making all of our wedding flowers and making every crazy idea that Emma had happen. Hey? No? Yeah. Now it's time to let Steve have a go at a speech. Good luck.
Oh, there we go, specs are on.
Okay, I'm getting old. I can't see. Good afternoon, all. For those that don't know me, I'm Steve, Emilie's dad. Hi. Right, I struggled a bit writing this speech because I left it till the last minute. And to be honest, I was given, I would say, conflicting information. Emilie said I shouldn't say anything stupid or embarrassing. Eleanor said, just be yourself. Now, we're going to see how it goes. Let's see what happens. Firstly, I'd like to welcome you all and thank you for joining us this very special day to celebrate the marriage of Emilie and Richard. It really is great to see so many friends and family here today. And a special welcome to Sharon, Alistair and Gracie and all of Richard's family. It's really nice to meet you. Right, I'm going to praise my daughter first, I think. I feel very blessed that we have three beautiful daughters. And we all know a first child is patient, calm and relaxed. Unfortunately, Richard, Emilie's our second child. Now, with that in mind, if she wants something doing, she wants it done yesterday. If you upset her, you will know about it. And relaxed and Emilie really shouldn't be in the same sentence. Now, I'm going to explain why I say this. Earlier in the year, they both moved into the new home. And we discussed beforehand that they would take time, maybe a couple of days, a week, decide what they was going to do with the house. Anyway, 24 hours later, we were stood there, surrounded by stripped wallpaper, ripped up carpet, smashed out walls, and in the middle of it, Emilie grinning. See, we was working to a plan, just wasn't Emilie's plan. And it just wasn't Emilie's plan, and I don't want to say this is a bad thing because she's very focused and she makes good things happen all the time. When Mem was young, Albie renamed her Mem, so we all call her Mem now. When Mem was young, she was a bit of a handful. Yeah, that bit. Or as we called it back then, willful. If we'd known about the naughty step, it would have been worn out. But now we've realised she's just 100 miles an hour at everything she does. But I think we can all agree, especially the top table up there, you wouldn't find a more loyal friend, a more caring auntie, or a more loving sister. I'm going to read this as much as I can without crying. Your mum and I are very aware of how very blessed we are to have you in our lives. And we hope you know just how much we love you and how proud we are of you. It has been an absolute pleasure to watch a talkative, extremely inquisitive little girl blossom into a very beautiful, clever, compassionate and loving woman. And it was my absolute privilege to escort you down the aisle today. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Richard into our family. God help you. But then again, you've spent enough time with us now, so you know what you're in for. the first I knew of Rich was when Emily showed me a photo. And it was Richard stood in an office with a rather large carving knife, smiling. And I looked and I thought, well, he's a keeper. But now I've got to know Rich a bit better. And I think, to be honest, he fancies himself as Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. And I'm going to try and explain this. Earlier this year, we went on holiday together, all of us as a family. And when we got to the resort, it was an all-inclusive resort, and we was given a drinks token. Now, these drinks tokens you exchange for a drink at the bar. So Rich was a bit sort of... Sorry. It's all right, it's okay, it's okay. So Rich was a bit concerned that one of us might lose his token. So he took it upon himself to liberate more tokens. I'm going to cast the scene. This is how it happened the very first time he got more tokens. So after quite a few whiskey and cokes, which he introduced me to, I never drank whiskey and coke before. We sat outside at the outside bar, and this is his opportunity. So off he goes. We're all sat there. He creeps up to the bar, there enough on his belly, shuffles along under the bar, puts his hand over the top, gets 9 tokens, without the barman seeing him. So at the end of the holiday, we thought, right, he's taking them back. So he has to take all the tokens back to reception. There was 9 of us. He returned 57 tokens. Needless to say, we never went short of a drink on holiday. And then we all know of Richard's other passion in life, other than Emily, karaoke. We've all been treated to that. And that is a treat.
That's for later.
But as parents, you hope that your daughter meets her Prince Charming. And me and Eleanor both believe that Emily's met hers with Rich. Now, it's customary for me to give some advice on marriage. Alfred Hitchcock is quoted as saying, "The ideal husband understands every word his wife doesn't say." But I think the key to a good marriage is to talk about everything. Make time for each other and laugh. Because it's not easy, and it doesn't happen that easy, especially when little ones come along. But I can guarantee you it is worth it. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you would all be upstanding. And please raise your glasses to Emily and Richard, the bride and groom. Thank you.
Been touching